Welcome! Today we're down on a mark known as Coombe Cellars on the River Tean, fishing the National Flounder Championships. It's the 21st anniversary, and fingers crossed today we can get into that big one. So, first cast out, and the water isn't perfect.
No, it's not ideal. Quite a lot of colour.
Bit coloured, but we've had a little bit of rain over the last couple of days. So I think it's going to be hardish.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy, but ever optimistic. We've got quality bait in the water and
got to be in it to win it, so they say.
Yeah.
To the left hand side of us at the moment, we've got two guys from Plymouth who've come up to fish. We're using crab baits and they're actually using worm baits, and they're fishing into a little creek over mud flaps. So hopefully they do well there. I would have thought with a rag that they'll pick up a few fish in there, wouldn't you think so?
Yeah, I would have thought so, mate.
You
I would hope
get
so.
the flounder coming in, the bass coming in, so yeah. Hopefully they pick up something as well. We've actually got the venue to ourselves.
We have, which is a surprise.
Unreal. We come down at 2 o'clock in the morning, set up base camp, a couple of bacon sandwiches.
We did, yeah, very nice.
It's been enjoyable.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, hasn't it?
To be fair, I don't think we'd have had the mark had we not been here at 2.
We definitely.
There was a lot of people came with disappointed looks, but yeah, the early bird, as they say. So
few people fishing it around us. Up on the point on the left-hand side from Coombe Cellars, we've got around 25 to 30 anglers. Opposite side, going up to Red Rock, I would say there's probably there's got to be 30 to 40 anglers, I would say.
Oh, at least.
And then if you go down on Flow Point, there's a few down there. Looking down towards Charlie's Beach and that, I can't see no one. But I believe there's over 200 anglers fishing it, so yeah, got to be in it to win it. £1,000
top prize,
which would be lovely.
Yeah, it would.
Wouldn't it? All we've got to do is pull a fish out now, haven't we?
Yeah, all we've got to do is pull a good fish.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do now. We'll go over to Eddie and Craig and see what these guys are up to.
I'll talk you through the rigs I'm using today. It's a wishbone rig that my dad showed me a few years ago. Tried and tested, works. Why change it? Just a load of beads, makes your wishbone. On the end, the size 10 Cox and Raw upside, absolutely cracking it. Nice and strong. It is quite a big hook, but again, we're after big flounder really. I mean, don't get me wrong, any fish counts really, but we're after the bigger ones. So, peel my crab down, left with the bodies, cut the body in half. Put it on like that, the hook showing nice. Get your cotton. I'd like to leave a nice big juicy bit on the end. Wrap it nice and tight around the eye. Like that. Have that hook showing. A couple of legs. Just like that. There you go. Perfectly presented flounder bait. All we need to do now is wait for the flounder to turn up. There's a second hook going on. Again, nice and tight around the eye of the hook. You don't want that bait falling down. Turn your hook so you want it facing the right way. So that hook's nice and proud. Couple peeled legs on that. Try and make it a little bit like what they might be looking for. And that's it, just like that. Some people like to hide the hook in the bait. I'm totally different. I like that hook showing. I like that fish to get that hook in it. Obviously keeping your bait fresh, tip top for the 2 days is key as well. Obviously got a fair few peelers in there. And
Now the joys of flounder fishing, I love it. I've got to say, each year I always look forward to flounder fishing. It's nice and easy. Pull up to the car park or wherever you are. Most of the marks aren't a million miles away. It's a good way to get the kids introduced into the sport, and no casting is needed either. You can fish right in close, a metre out, and you get them. You can fish into the channels to get them. We're after that big one today. So what we're actually doing with our rigs, I've got a 2 at Clipdown Rig on. I'm casting out past into the channel and gradually slowly bringing it back so I can feel the lead just approach. So my bait's laid upon the bank of the channel bed, hoping that obviously with the fish coming up over the channel bed, I'm going to come across my bait and nail it. Well, that's the hoping anyway. Equipment wise, I've got a Conoflex Flatty Fanatic 11-foot model. This is the Mark 1 version. Very sought after rod. A lot of power in the buck section if you've got weed on, need to pull a fish out of the weed, it allows you to do so. I love them. I've got that matched up with a 5000 Shimano bait runner, which is everything you need really. Some people like to use multipliers. I prefer to use a fixed ball when I'm flounder fishing. I've got 18 pounds main line on that, just in case obviously with 12 pounds or something you get 4 pound flounder on a 3 pound flounder, get some weed in that. Last thing you want to do is break, so I've got a bit heavier than normal. Waiting game now. Just one thing I will say about flounder fishing, if you get a bite, sit on your hands. Just sit on your hands. Go and have a cup of tea, have a sandwich, sit on your hands. Because you want to get that bite to develop. If you get a smack down over and you know what the fish is on, obviously straight away hook in, but if you get those little flounder bites, little rod tip twitches, leave it, let it go, let it develop, let that fish suck the bait back down and hook itself. So one of the many joys of flounder fishing. To be honest, when I first moved to Teignmouth many years ago, I'd never done a lot of flounder fishing, and it got towards the winter months, and I thought I'd go and have a go. And after catching my first big one, I was hooked, and I really do enjoy it. It's a cracking way of fishing, and sometimes it's nice to put the big rods away and just have a little bit of time relaxing. Gary coming up from Plymouth. What do you have that one on, mate?
Small rag.
Small ragworm?
Small rag.
First cast, not
First cast,
just doing it 5 minutes and he pulls it. Is that PB?
Sorry?
PB as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice
yeah.
bass, he isn't he?
Yeah,
lovely
beautiful.
conditions. Well, we're getting a photo now, and well, hopefully we'll try and get a flounder out. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
Game
hopefully.
on.
Yeah.
Well done, buddy, well done. Waders come in. So I've just pulled back on the rig and then let a little bit of line out. So my rig's laid out flat, traces off it, and just give it a little bit of bow in the tide, so if a flounder comes along, you don't pick up that tension straight away. Hopefully gobble him up, and line will start tensioning, choose that bite we're after. slow at the minute. A couple of bites not built into anything, so it's just a case of keep on going, I suppose. Bait after bait after bait. Been getting stripped with crabs every other cast, so sticking to the crab baits anyway, just to keep them going. But fingers crossed it gets a bit better. The wind's picked up a little bit at the moment, and on a bad side, just put our heads about 5 metres to the right hand side of us, and a little seal popped up. So I've been speaking to a couple of locals, and they think that's a lot to do with why the fishing's been quite poor in the river recently. There's been 3 or 4 of them in here, so it's probably got a lot to do with it.
So what I'm fishing here today is a Clipdown rig. It's sort of a variation on a pulley. It's a flatfish rig from the Coxon Rule range. So we've got a wishbone at this end with both baits clipping into, I've got a breakaway style lead there, a flat one. Yeah, I don't know if you can see there. The rig does come with a clip with a bait hook on it. I've chosen not to use that, just with the plastic there on the head of the breakaway lead. It just ensures that you unclip. So the wishbone goes up, and then we've just got a single hook on the top here. 3 hook limit for this comp on 1 rod. So I'm going to get him out there.
Hour and a half into it, and no sign of any fish as yet. Nice little bass by the man next to us. Say little, about 4 poundish. Nice fish, first cast. And just the elbow is taking up a nice prime crab bait. You can see it here, do a little close up in a minute. It's using the legs to go down as an extra attractor. You see movement in the tide. What the flounders are after. But getting a bit cold hands here now. It's getting a bit chilly actually. But what do you reckon, Big Rich?
Well, got to keep plugging away, mate.
Keep going, keep going. Keep
on going.
That's the key.
That's the message of the day.
We're having to wade out a little bit now to hit that channel. But not necessarily all about the channels. Be around anywhere. Literally a metre in front, you can drop one in and pull one out. It's the joys of floundering. You can be anywhere. Well, don't look like it's going to be happening at the minute. Trying everything here, bait after bait after bait, just being stripped by crabs. But the only thing I can suggest is to keep going, I'm afraid. But it's not the best thing in the world. On the grapevine, I know of 1 small flounder come out so far. There seems to be a lot of thumb-sized bass being pulled out as well. The guy next to us, he obviously had one about 3 or 4 pound. So that's the biggest fish I've actually heard of, the seen pulled out today. But it's one of them, innit? It's just keep going. Rich, a little bit disheartened there, just bait after bait after bait, but we're just going to keep going. So here we have David, come all the way down from North Devon today.
Aye.
You managed to get one out, mate. 1-1?
1-1.
How long it was into the session?
It was first cast. I was with a bait change about 20 past 8.
Yeah.
And just pulled away. Nice
First one I've
tugs.
seen of the day. It's been hard fishing where we've had loads of little tiny bass and 1/2 size bass, decent bass with a guy next
That
to
was
us.
on a softie.
On a softie.
Yeah.
Nice to see one out though, and it
Nice
makes it
crab.
worth the way a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean 2-hour journey, so
Pays off, innit? First cast as well, can't go wrong, mate, eh?
looking good.
Yeah.
Weather's held out.
Yeah, it's been
Perfect
Yeah, it has
conditions.
been really, innit? It's been a tough fishing though. We found it over that side.
We've got to look forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. Game on. Well done, mate. Down here, also today, is Alan from Plymouth, and you're using a different technique altogether there, mate.
Uh-huh.
We're using crab baits, and you're using maddies.
Just buddies.
Yeah. Are you using a float with these?
No.
No float?
No.
Just straight on the bottom?
Straight on the bottom, simple as possible, no
Yeah.
beads, nothing. You're running ledger.
Just basically run a ledge over a load of maddies. You see them pick that up there now. It's got fish written all over it. Lovely little bait. I use them when we're floundering out over in Llangennith, over in Wales. We use them for like little golden greys and like they're real tiny baits.
Flounder are very aggressive. They seem timid.
Yeah.
Years ago, I went up the old aquarium
Yeah.
on the Hoe. You know,
Okay,
the
yeah.
aquarium. As you went in the aquarium, you had a big pool there.
Yeah.
In the pool was a place of flounder.
Yeah.
Maybe about 4 or 5.
6 inches long like that.
I flicked in a 5p or something like that. I went to the bottom,
Yeah.
flick it down like that. They automatically went for
Honed
it.
in on it.
They just, because of the flicker and the movement, it's so
It's like a spoon when they're
inquisitive and
spooning. I
nosy.
think spooning would be very good. The trouble you've got here is the weed.
Yeah.
And every time you bring it back, you think you have a bite straight away because obviously every time you get a bite, you'd leave it.
You've got to get
With the weed, you would.
You've got to get the flounder moving.
Yeah.
Just freshened them up. There. They were dug 3 days ago. Just give them a newspaper. Sort them out again tonight.
Just getting stripped every time. It's one of them, isn't it? We've got to try and fish through it, I suppose. Well, Big Rich, we tried everything, mate, haven't we? We've been here all day since 2 o'clock this morning, waited to 8, got the rods in the water, and we've given it all, haven't we?
We have done just about everything in our arsenal, I think.
We've changed the length of the rigs. The only thing we didn't do is change the bait. We've stuck with crab bait.
Yeah.
I do wish we had a few worms, to be fair, just to mix it up a little bit. I don't think the fish were there.
To be fair though, mate, those boys over near us, they were using
maddies and
it's just they're just not here. I mean, I've tried different leads, letting it roll, keeping it fixed, different snoods, attractors, no attractors,
different distance. It's just I don't know.
Andy's been in close, I've been out long. We've switched it up. We've tried everything. Just don't think the fish are.
I'm literally casting her out 5 meters, 6 meters out in a minute, just trying to pull one out. I'm gonna for the last half hour now. Or last hour, I'm going to try putting some big baits on and just hitting them in the channel just to see.
And your rod's rattling, mate.
Yeah, there's a bit of weed on there. I know he's going to get excited then.
Nah, look at it. That's not weed.
A little bit of weed down there.
Yeah, that's not weed rattles.
I don't know.
Rattles,
yeah, it looks like weed to me. Well, that was today. We give it our all, and it just didn't happen, did it? We bait after bait after bait. Looking forward to going to the weigh-in to see who's actually caught today, because they've fair play to them. They've had some challenging conditions. I think it's been hard fishing where we have today. We're going to move spots tomorrow. I am. Hopefully Rich can make it. If not, I'll be fishing a different spot. But off to the weigh-in now to see how it goes.